Welcome to my video, where stories speak louder than fear, and dreams rise above doubt. If you're someone who feels like no one listens, like your voice doesn't matter, then this story is for you. Here is the story of Ryan, a boy who once had no voice at all yet found the courage to speak so loudly that the world had to listen. Ryan was a shy and quiet 14-year-old boy who lived in a small village, where people didn't care much about dreams. He had big eyes full of wonder, but his lips barely moved. Every time he tried to speak in front of others, his hands shook, his knees trembled, and no sound came out. People laughed at him, called him the mute genius, because he was smart but never spoke. Even teachers gave up on him when it came to participation. His classmates made fun of him daily, and the more they laughed, the deeper his silence grew. Ryan would sit by himself during lunch, holding his English notebook, scribbling thoughts and stories that he never had the courage to share. His only friend was a small dog named Max who waited for him at the gate every day. Max didn't need words to understand him, but Ryan wanted more. He wanted to be heard. He wanted to stand on the stage and speak like the kids he saw on YouTube videos. One night, he wrote in his notebook, "One day, they will stop laughing and start listening." That single sentence changed everything. From that day forward, Ryan made a plan. He stood in front of the mirror and read out loud every night, even when his voice cracked. He recorded himself and listened back, even though it made him cringe. He watched speeches by great speakers like Martin Luther King Jr. and Steve Jobs. He studied their body language, their confidence, their words. It wasn't easy. Many nights, he cried silently after stuttering for hours. But he kept going. His parents didn't understand at first. They told him to focus on math, science, and forget about public speaking. But Ryan refused to quit. He knew deep inside that his voice had power, he just had to find it. Months passed. One day, the school announced a speech competition. Ryan's heart pounded. He had never joined anything like that before. His classmates rolled their eyes when they saw his name on the list. "He won't even make a sound," they joked, but Ryan had prepared. He had spent months practicing a speech called The Power of Words. When his name was called, everything went silent. He stepped on stage, legs shaking, palms sweating. He looked out at the crowd and saw Max sitting near the gate, watching. That gave him strength. He took a deep breath and began. At first, his voice trembled, but then something magical happened. He found rhythm. He found courage. He found his voice. His words were simple, but full of heart. He spoke about how words can hurt, but also heal. How silence isn't weakness, but sometimes a sign of deep strength. The crowd was still. No one laughed. No one whispered. And when he finished, the room exploded with applause. His teacher wiped a tear. His classmates looked at him with new eyes. From that day on, Ryan wasn't the mute genius anymore. He was the boy who made people listen. That one speech led to more. He joined Debate Club. He started a YouTube channel where he shared stories of kids like him who felt invisible. His videos went viral, reaching thousands who felt seen for the first time. He inspired shy kids to believe in themselves. Years passed, and Ryan became a motivational speaker. He traveled to schools, colleges, even international events. But he never forgot where he came from. He always carried the first notebook, the one where he wrote, "One day, they will stop laughing and start listening." Because they did. And now, they listen with respect. Ryan's journey teaches us that courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's a quiet voice that says, "Try again tomorrow." It shows that the world may doubt you, laugh at you, and ignore you, but if you believe in your voice and work on it every day, no one can stop you from rising. So, if you're someone who feels afraid to speak, remember Ryan. Your voice matters. Your story matters, and one day, the world will hear it. Stay strong, and never stop believing in yourself.